10 list.
Well, what is going on, guys? Luke here today, and I want to talk about the top 10 stocks from Cathie Wood and her team over at Ark Invest. Now, I know some of you guys stalk Ark's every move, just like Cathie Wood stalks all of my moves. Okay, maybe not. But the point is, Ark buys a ton of stocks, but I'm going to give you their top 10. So be mad at her and her team, not me, if you don't like the list, as this is where they are putting their money. And yes, I do have a few surprises in store for you in this list. I think you're really gonna like this list today. And all I ask for in return is for you to gently tap that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, for those of you new to this channel, I'm not going to spend forever on each stock to drag out this video to like 30 minutes to stuff it with a bunch of ads and a bunch of other crap like that. So that right there is worth an early like, at least to me. But if you do want a deep dive on one of these stocks, just comment down below with the stock you want me to deep dive on, and the stock with the most comments will get a video. Maybe even the top 2 or 3 if there's a ton of votes. So without further ado, let's dive into number 10 on the list. And that would be Proto Labs, or ticker symbol PRLB. Proto Labs is a 3D printing company that returned more than 50% in 2020. The position is worth roughly $470 million, so they clearly have faith in this company, despite many hedge funds actually shunning this 3D printing stock altogether. And I think the YouTube community has picked another stock over this one as well, with Nano Dimensions being bought and talked about constantly on YouTube. And Ark owns that one too, but we will have to wait and see if Nano Dimensions has overtaken Proto Labs on their list. So number 9 on this list would be Lending Tree, or ticker symbol TREE. TREE. Everyone has heard of Lending Tree, right? I mean, you go online, get your mortgage, they do all the insurance and a bunch of other stuff like that. Interestingly enough, they do not actually carry the mortgages on the balance sheet. They pass them along, which eliminates the credit risk for the product. But Cathie and her team believe Lending Tree is and will continue to disrupt the mortgage business, which anyone who has ever gotten a mortgage before can agree that this industry needs disruption badly. It's seriously one of the most painful things you will do. Number 8 on the list would be Teladoc Health, or ticker symbol TDOC. Telemedicine offers a convenient and lower cost alternative to medical office visits and may even help lower overall medical expenses as more and more people take advantage of, preventative annual doctor's visits online or over the phone versus coming in. Obviously, with the pandemic, stocks like these soared, and it makes perfect sense. You cannot ask for a more perfect situation to see explosive growth with a company than the pandemic. And the stock responded kindly as Teladoc shares returned more than 130% in 2020. I personally think this stock, like many others who were pandemic winners, has run out a bit too much. So as the vaccine rollout continues, I do not think you will see that kind of growth in 2021. Long term though, I do think this is where routine medicine is heading, and Ark believes they are the horse to bet on. So number 7 on the list would be TU, or ticker symbol TWOU. Alright, I must admit up front, I did not understand all the technical jargon that went on researching this company. But to try to put it as simply as I can, they are an education technology company providing front-end and back-end cloud-based services to universities. So it's got one of the huge buzzwords that has been hot in investing this year, cloud, and add in the fact that they've been having solid beats on earnings calls, so that is just a great combination. Insiders bought this stock crazy in 2019 when it's beaten down to $15, and Ark Invest added strongly this past year as well. So clearly insiders and Ark believe in this stock. So number 6 on the list would be Zillow, or ticker symbol Z. If you've ever looked up houses for sale or rent in your area, chances are you came across Zillow. Zillow operates the leading US real estate site, a mortgage marketplace, and the Zillow offers home buying business, where they basically buy your home. Zillow has 5x from its March lows and has blown past their all-time highs months ago, and it's just continued to run. Now, I have physical real estate, so I don't typically take on any exposure to real estate with my stocks. So even if this stock was on a discount, I still probably wouldn't be shopping. But that's just due to my individual situation and where I'm at with my investments. So the number 5 stock on this list would be Crispr, or ticker symbol CRSP. Cathie Wood says genomics is the biggest play moving forward, and guess what? Their third largest position in arkg fund and the third largest position in arkk fund is Crispr. And it's another stock that's up over 150% for the year, so it's another home run for Ark Invest. Gene editing is fascinating to me, although my understanding is rudimentary at best. Actually, it's probably worse than that. But there's no doubt that there are some incredible breakthroughs that will come from this type of research and technology. So Ark clearly feels this is one of the horses to bet on moving forward and have put their money towards it. And number 4 on the list would be Roku, or ticker symbol ROKU. Yet another stock up over 150% in 2020. And if you're looking at what the analysts are saying, there's a lot more room to run. Wells Fargo just upgraded the stock with a price target of $414, which is up from their previous price target of $275. They are buying up more content and still aggressively growing the business, so they are making moves that may justify the higher price moves. And per the usual, as you've seen on this list, Ark Invest was all over this one a long time ago. And I actually have a Roku TV and it works great. Their content didn't really interest me all that much when I skimmed through it, but with rumors of them looking to acquire more content, that could change, and if they really get into it and do well, that could be another giant catalyst for the stock. So the number 3 stock on this list would be Square, or ticker symbol SQ. Ah, Square. The stock that I had been wrong about forever, so I finally got on the train. It's had a nice recent 10% pullback, so I did what I should have done 6 months ago and bought some shares. I didn't want to be lumped into the same group of people as a lot of those people who missed Amazon because they thought it was always overvalued. So you wait, and you're still waiting, and you never end up picking up the stock. And I love this stock. I love what they are doing, and the market they are disrupting is massive. And with the vaccine rollout coming, they can get the revenue generated from the point-of-sale hardware back to producing even close to what it was before the pandemic, and the revenue growth is looking great by the end of 2021. So it looks like there's still more room for this stock to run. And sometimes I'm just stupid and I should have bought it a long time ago. So the number 2 stock on this list would be Invitae, or ticker symbol NVTA. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right or not. English is my first language, and I'm just not very good at it. Not to harp on it too much again, but the future is genomics according to Cathie, and who am I to argue with her? That's part of being a couple, right? Just compromising. So I'm practicing right now, just trying to be ahead of the game, guys. But this company is disrupting an industry, that is, disrupting an industry, so that is clearly why Ark owns so much of it. With the cost dropping dramatically and demand exploding, I believe they will be consistently profitable this year, which will provide yet another huge catalyst for this stock to stay at the top of the list for Ark Invest. And at number 1, a completely new stock that Ark just bought a massive amount of, and that would be Nikola. No, sorry. So number 1 on the list would be Tesla, or ticker symbol TSLA. I don't think we need to go into much detail into Tesla, but we all know that this stock is the one that has pushed Ark up the most. And looking at Ark's bull case for Tesla, there is still plenty of room for it to run over the next 5 years, so I think the stock will probably stay at number 1 for the foreseeable future. I mean, at least like the video if you like Tesla stock. And if you think somebody else is gonna jump into number 1, comment down below and let me know what stock that is. And also don't forget to comment if you want me to deep dive one of these stocks. Thanks.